Hello, game planners. How's it going? See, only the people that jump on right in the beginning get that. But then all the replay people get to see it, I guess. So I like to throw a little goofiness in there. How's everyone doing? We are in chapter 19. I can't believe, like, cruising through this game plan book. Isn't this book amazing? Isn't this boot camp amazing? I feel like it gives you everything that you need to know to be successful at this business. And this chapter is amazing. So, how many of you, now if you're just starting, you may not have experienced this, but I'm going to share it with you so when it happens to you, you don't cry. Do you know that each and every month when you go to hit your rank, say you hit star and you got your 500 OGV and you're all excited, you hit star and it's March 29th or 30th, your star, it's amazing, it's great. And then April 1st comes around and you go into your virtual office and you look and it has a big fat 0 and you're not star anymore. And it's so sad. And when you're just getting started, I know a few of us were like, wait, what? What does that mean? I have to do this all over again? Are you kidding me? But trust me, it gets easier. And this chapter is all about what you need to do to maintain your rank and stick with your rank, and just to make it easier for you, and that is essential rewards. So guys, each and every month, if you have members that are on essential rewards, you at least get to see that sweet little shaded green line in your virtual office. And if you haven't been in there and looked at rank qualification or rank overview, this is where you're going to find these things. Ask your upline if you're new to the virtual office. Hopefully from the earlier chapters you have checked this out. But you're going to see that sweet little shaded area that's going to be your projected OGV. And if you have people on ER, then their orders are going to show. So at least you can see there's potential that you're halfway back to your rank, or maybe you've already are meeting your rank again and you're cruising for the next rank. So she gives some really cool tips, and she basically says in this chapter that, you know, you could get to silver by just really being gung-ho and going and keeping your eyes on selling kits. Like, you could just keep going forward, meeting new people, having your friends host classes, and get to silver. But let me tell you what, that's going to be like spinning your wheels. You are going to be going, always looking forward, and you're kind of blazing and leaving your team that you have created. And I like to think of it as like God has given you these people to be good stewards over, and you're kind of just forgetting about them and moving forward. And she talks about if you've, you know, reached out about essential rewards, ER, and you didn't hear something back. Well, let me give you the statistic because I just found this out recently, and I think it's amazing. 80% of sales are done on the 5th to 8th follow-up. So think about that, first of all, if you're trying to, you know, connect with somebody over a kit, but the same rules would apply if you're trying to connect with somebody about essential rewards. 80% of the sale is in the 5th to 8th follow-up. So you can't just email someone a general email or Facebook message them one time or text them one time, tell them about ER, and then if they don't respond, think, oh, it's over, they're done, they have no interest in ER, right? She talks about getting personal, and this has been a huge thing for me in my business, and learning that this is all about a community and a lifestyle, and you have to be able to be confident in that for yourself and be able to help other people to see that vision of what their lifestyle could be like, and you want to bring them into this community of people that are doing it. And that takes being personal with people. You can send emails and you can send, you know, kind of informal Facebook messages. But she, in her video, I love this, she said something like, you could send about 30 of those, like impersonal kind of copy and paste messages about what ER is, or maybe an image of what ER is. And you can send that to everyone on your team. Or you could actually reach out to 5 of your members and ask them if they want to meet for coffee, and go hang out with them and get to know them. And, obviously if you're using oils and the oily lifestyle is part of your life, it's going to come out in some way because it's just part of who you are. And you get to know them and you build a relationship and you help them to see what Essential Rewards is and that sort of thing. So I actually have a couple members that do awesome follow-up where they meet with their members and they show them how to get their diffuser going, or they show them how to make a foaming hand soap or a room spray, and they help them get in their kit and use the things, and then they talk about ER at that meeting. So that's really a really cool way to do it. She does cover in here about sending out like follow-up packets or welcome packets. And she talks about how she kind of has a thing with her month. I really like this. She's got, okay, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Sorry, guys, I get excited. She's got this awesome accountability worksheet where she says at the end of the month, she tries to go and like schedule her next month's classes. And then at the beginning of the month is when she sends out welcome and follow-up packs. This is how I do it too, and I think a lot of us leaders do that. Sometimes I send them out like a week after a person gets a kit, because if your person ordered a new kit at the beginning of March and you wait until the beginning of April to send them a welcome packet, that might be a little long to wait. So that's totally up to you if you want to like just have it the beginning of the month is when you do it and that works for you. Otherwise, I know I sometimes will send it out about 2 weeks after. But she talks about sending like a welcome book and a couple samples in there, like maybe a Thieves Cough Drop or a sample of the Cool Azul Pain Cream, a sample of an oil that they've never used. And I know Grace has mentioned these cool little bags you can get on Amazon, so you can just put like a cotton ball in there with an oil too, if you want to keep it flat and easy to ship and cheap. A lot of times people will send a book. I think the Fearless book and the Game Plan Mini is an essential thing to get to every one of your members. And these are only $1 a piece if you order them in bulk. So super reasonable and a cheap thing to also send. And she says, send a handwritten card, right? I don't know about you guys. The dollar store has some that are really cheap. I think 8 for $1. I've just recently discovered that Hobby Lobby has amazingly adorable ones. And they're like 20 for $3.99. So that's pretty reasonable too. But you can never underestimate a handwritten note, you guys. It's so important to just write about, what ER is, and maybe write it personally in a little note. Target dollar section, right? So she talks about sending these welcome packets, and then in there, you can include some information on Essential Rewards. Lucky for us, we have this Oil Ability website that she talks about. And in her video, she has these cute little printable images about Essential Rewards and great ideas or suggestions with visuals of what you could order in your first month or your second month or your third month. So you could print those off and you could include them with your little personal handwritten note that shows you care, and then some welcome gifts, a little sample, and then the ER pictures, right? I know recently Grace has been stressing, and I think it's been really good to hear, that we can never talk about Essential Rewards too much. We can never get on our group pages and share about Essential Rewards or what it is too much. We can never have too many people doing unboxings or any of that, because people, they need to hear about it, and they need to know all the benefits about it, and they need to understand what going toxin free is and how you can ditch and switch, or what transfer buying is about. And if you don't know, then maybe do some YouTube video searching, and I'm sure you'll find a ton of stuff so you can get it in your head, so then it's easy for you to share with others. I think a big part about sharing ER is our confidence. And when you're first starting, I know there's always the fear of being a salesperson. And I had this for a really long time, and I kind of let fear keep me from sharing a lot with people. Or I would do like those impersonal messages because they were so much easier to do, but not effective. You know, I mean, it's almost like you drive people away when you're less personal and more salesy. And it's, you know, it seems scary sometimes to put yourself out there and actually build relationships with people and be confident in what you're sharing. But I think like when you have that mindset shift of remembering what these oils have done for you and your family, and sometimes you need to think about that. You need to replay your story in your head. You need to look at where you're at now compared to where you were at when you started. And just thinking about how it's changed your life and your health. Maybe you've gotten all the chemicals out of your house, or maybe you're in the process. Maybe you just switched out your laundry detergent and that's all. But hey, that's a step towards healthier living. And so when you get that in your head about what it is that it's done for you and that you're really offering that to other people. And I really feel like Young Living is kind of, at least for me and what I've heard for a lot of my members who have kind of, you know, caught the vision of this lifestyle and they're happy and going towards it, is that Young Living can be like a fork in the road. Like, you know, a health change. Like, this is where I was headed and Young Living came into my life and it changed the direction of my life and my health and my family's health. And so that is what you're offering to people when you are talking about essential rewards. And it's a good thing. And I think sometimes we just need to really believe that and get that in our head and not be afraid of being a salesperson. God had to work a lot in my heart for that to happen, where I feel super confident now talking about it. And I know I recently heard in one of the 12 Days of Diamonds, the good, better, best way of sharing at the end of a class. And I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but I really like it. And it's a way that you can share essential rewards right away at your class. Because when I was first doing 101 classes, I already felt like I was salesy, which I had. That was a mindset thing that you have to get over, and you have to understand that you're helping people and you're offering them something good. But then when it got to the essential rewards part, I would be like, oh, I don't even want to mention this part because I'm just going to scare them off even more. But what I love about this good, better, best scenario is that you're laying it out there that all of these options are good. And you're just telling them what the best one is. So at the end of the class, when you're going to share about the kit and the discount, the wholesale, you would just lay it out like this. You know, there's 3 ways that you can order. The good way is that you can be a retail member and you can just try 1 or 2 things. You're going to pay retail price, but it's a great way to get your feet wet and kind of try a little thing and see if you like. A better way to do it is you're going to order this premium starter kit or one of these premium starter kits, and you're going to get an awesome deal because it's 50% off already. And then you're going to be a wholesale member and get 24% off. So if you want to order again, yay, you get discount. And the very best way is that you are ready to start to ditch and switch. You want to get these chemicals out of your house, and you want to each month kind of take and kick some things out and put some new things in. And so you're going to get that kit and you're going to sign up for our monthly wellness box. And I love calling it that because it sounds so cool. Everyone's doing these boxes anyway. Why not do a monthly wellness box? And then, you know, you just say each month you're going to, you know, maybe you start with your laundry soap and your dish soap, and that's going to be month 1. Wow, look at all those chemicals gone. Or thieves cleaner is always a great one to start with. So I love that good, better, best scenario because it lets you say all the awesomeness about ER without feeling, I don't know, it works really good for me. Maybe you have a better thing that works for you, but I love laying it out there because you're saying all these options are good. So if you just want to do one or the other or whatever, but I'm going to tell you what the best thing is. So I think that's really good right at the beginning of your classes to be presenting essential rewards and be excited about it. And I think that it's really important for maintaining your rank and for moving towards your next rank, to have a team full of people who are excited and using these products. And one thing that she does mention that I really think is cool is that, you know, if you have team leaders or you're getting business builders, like, you need to help them and teach them how to share essential rewards, and teach them how to be personable with their team and how to reach out and do note cards and how to build relationships, and that this business is way, way more than just having your eyes set at the next kit that you can sell. Because like I said, if that's all you're focused on is the next kit, the next kit, the next sign up, you're going to be spinning your wheels and you're going to exhaust yourself. You have to start to think about and build community of people who are working on natural health and are helping each other, inspiring each other. And of course, if they're doing that, they're going to want to be on ER because they're going to want all those benefits and they're going to be excited about switching out products. So trying to think if there's anything else that I am forgetting. Let me just check my notes. Watch her video because it's also good. Yeah, I really like the idea of making it personal, and I think that that's so important. The images are good. I think another thing, like if you have a group or you're part of a group, a Facebook group, that doing product reviews is really important, and then you can always tie it to ER at the end. But not everybody realizes that Young Living is way more than oils. So they get their kit, and I don't know who wouldn't look through the product guide, because I looked through it and I marked all kinds of things that I had to have. So I don't know who wouldn't, but maybe they didn't look through their product guide. And so starting to do little video reviews about products you like, why you like them. Maybe, you know, if you're going to cover the dish soap, maybe you cover why other dish soaps are not so great, like the sodium lauryl sulfates in there and, you know, the different chemicals and why you want to get them out. So doing product reviews and explaining to people what is great about this Young Living product is really important, I think, for people, because people watch those videos and then they may think in their head, or a light bulb might go off in their head where they're like, oh, yeah, I never really thought about my dish soap. Now I really want to get rid of it, you know? So, you know, making sure you're getting on your page. And if you have a team, it's really great because you can work together to each do videos. So you're not just one person doing all the reviews or all the sharing. But sharing about products is really important, and then you can always tie it back to essential rewards and why, if you're going to try ordering these things, why you would want to get 10 to 25% off. So essential rewards, key to, you know, having your OGV grow and having your OGV not reset to 0 every month and feel like you're spinning your wheels and starting over. I think, let me see what she does for the workbook. Yeah, she just kind of basically goes over why it is that, you know, can you wait till you get to silver to start signing people up for essential rewards, and why. So maybe you guys can comment below or comment in the post the answer to that. Can you wait until silver? Should you wait till silver? I think we all know the answer to that, but maybe you can comment and then mention some way that you're going to work on increasing your essential reward members. She gives the figure of 30% is a good aim. I know I've heard of people being at 50%, which would be awesome. So I think it's always good. If you have the Oily Tools app, you can look at the stats and you can see where you're at with your team members. But she basically says like one in every 3 people will maybe get on essential rewards. And so 30% is like a good ratio to go for. But man, if you're at 30, push for 40. If you're at 40, push for 50, you know. The thing with Young Living products is once people try them, usually they fall in love and they want to stay with them. And she did mention supplements as being one of the best ways to encourage people on ER, because supplements like Ningxia Red and things like that, you are going to take every month and you're going to want to replace every month or every other month, where things like cleaners, the Thieves Cleaner, we all know that bottle can last like 6 months. So you don't need to buy another bottle. So, you know, supplements is a good way if you want to get people kind of on something that they would need to replace. But then again, she's got her images, or you can come up with your own images of kind of like, let's replace your cleaners, and now let's replace your face care, and now let's replace your hair care. And, you know, so each month showing something different. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you work on essential rewards with your team. And like I said, I really think it's about making connections and helping people to see the vision of a healthier lifestyle, the vision of what Young Living could mean for them, and really getting personal and relating to people and building those relationships, because I have just found in my business that that is important. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video and that you are enjoying Game Plan, and have a good day.